Hi, happy Wednesday. Welcome back to Tamara Talks Tarot. I'm trying out this new deck I picked up yesterday called Mystical Cats. So let's see how it reads. Okay, let's do a timeless reading for the collective, please. A timeless reading for the collective. What does someone out there need to know? Queen of Wands. Okay, I like the facial expression of this this cat because she doesn't give a flying about what anyone else thinks of her. And that is the Queen of Wands because she is a very confident, capable, determined woman, female energy. She is self-sufficient, independent. She is a strong-willed woman, again, female energy, and she doesn't bow down to anyone. She is definitely a fierce force to be reckoned with, and I like her frog instead of the black cat. It is very comical and whimsical, this deck, I will say. She is sitting in her power and exuding confidence, charisma, and self-determination. So let's see. Tell me please more about this Queen of Wands. What does somebody need to know? 2 cards. Ace of Wands. So this is like the seed being planted, the initiation. Life force. And the 6 of Cups. More froggies. Oh, the 6 of Cups. This cat is looking right out at us, almost like an invitation to come and join him or her, join them in their own little make-believe world, their imaginary world, their childlike world. Interesting. Maybe you're taking yourself too seriously. As the Queen of Wands, maybe you're the boss lady or boss energy, and you've had to keep things together or they'll fall apart. And you've had to put on this facade and wear this mask, and it's just been this constant, and it's exhausting. It does tend to take its toll, you know, if you're married, have children, a family. So you have other priorities, you have other responsibilities, you have other things pulling you in every which direction. Maybe she's also closing her eyes because she just needs a moment to self-reflect, a moment to recalibrate, a moment to kind of just take a deep breath, look inward, and before she reacts, because she is of the wand suit, she has that fiery, very reactive nature, but because she is the queen and her queen power energy, that's water of the fire suit. So she is able to sort of counter that with a more softer, kind of sensitive, intuitive, emotional approach. Instead of it being an outward display of emotion, she's taking it in, like I said, looking inward and just trying to recompose herself. Perhaps that is something you can relate to, and if you do, maybe this reading is for you. Whether you're the boss of a company or of a team, or you're just trying to be the boss of yourself and keep yourself, you know, head above water, trying to maintain your life and, you know, your family, or even if it's just yourself. There's a lot going on. There's a lot that needs to be addressed, a lot that needs to be tended to. And I mean, if it's not just yourself, then it's even more of pressure and performance, right? She is a high performer, high achiever, but there's only so much a person can endure, right? I think she needs to get back, and I say she again, this is only the female, more feminine energy I'm thinking of. Again, Wands is a more masculine suit, right? The Wands and the Sword suits. So even though she is, or it is a feminine energy or of a more feminine nature, the Wands is still very masculine and it's very active. And the Ace of Wands is insanely active. It's just like shoo, 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 like sparks flying everywhere, undirected. But there's that brimming and brewing energy kind of simmering and manifesting. And it's yours for the taking. It's a gift. It's a gift of newfound vitality and newfound kind of optimism on how you're viewing things in your life. So maybe this sort of quiet moment to yourself is much needed. I think this is what I'm feeling more, especially with the surrounding cards, that you need to embrace this sort of newfound vigor. Maybe even needing to hit the gym. You're not somebody who has time for it. Maybe you have to make the time for it, or you're not somebody who's into the whole going to the gym to work out, or you're not a big fan of working out. But, you know, you're finding this sort of newfound, I heard the word existence, but it's like a refresher. Okay, we all need to be refreshed, feel refreshed, of course. And I think the best way to do that is to tap into your inner child, to be playful. So if you have children, or you work with children, or you are surrounded by children in some way, shape, or form, to some capacity, then this is a chance to indulge. Or even if there are no children around, just yourself. Like, I will scrapbook, or I don't know, play with my cards. Or last night I watched the movie Labyrinth. I mean, it's not like I remember really, but you know, we're so much more like cynical and jaded as we get older. And so when you're a child, you look at things through innocence and wonder, and we need to do that more as adults. So I think, especially if you are a business person and you are constantly acting all formal and proper, and business meetings and deadlines and all that kind of thing, you want to be able to like kick your feet up, kick your heels up, kick your feet up, you know, and just enjoy spending creative quality time, whether that's with yourself or with other people. Maybe they don't have to be children necessarily. They could be younger than you, or they could just be people that help you to feel more youthful and more alive. So let's see. This tells me, I kind of get the feeling that you are this strong personality type. That is the Queen of Wands. Maybe you've kind of reached your limit. And here we need to act a little silly, okay? Act a little unpredictable. Be a little irresponsible, right? Like, nothing to jeopardize your life and job, career, but I don't know, I just get the feeling you need to kind of just sit in this moment where you can create this world of sheer joy. I'm getting sheer joy, almost like you're in a bubble and no one's allowed to come in unless you invite them in, and it can't be popped unless you pop it yourself, because you have the power. No one can take that from you. Anything else, please, for the collective? Anything else to further explain this reading? Ooh, too many cards. Hold on. I like this deck. It looks simplistic in a way at first, and it definitely does follow the Rider-Waite system, which if you're a fan of and you prefer that, then this might be for you. And of course, if you like cats, which I do. Yeah, so hold on. Their facial expressions do give you more to go on, and it is an intuitive read. I kind of played with it a little bit last night, but I was a bit tired, so I think I'm getting a kind of a more, consistent I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let me just shuffle. I cannot multitask right at this moment. Anything else, please, that the collective needs to know? Let's make this the last card to close out our reading. Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, 2 wands. Sorry, 2 aces. 2 aces. Oops. 2 aces. Oh, and I like the cardstock, by the way. There's like a bit of a textury side at the back, so they're not slippery. Just thought I'd add that in. And I also like the back design. Okay, two aces. That's beautiful. There's a new beginning being presented to you, a new opportunity, financial, definitely something monetary. I'm getting this reading is definitely about, your well-being, but also being able to stand on your own 2 feet financially, being financially independent, I'm getting. And it could involve working with children. And I think that these 2 beautiful aces, these gifts, this reward and this initiation, it's like you're mixing the 2, mingling the 2, and that's a beautiful thing, because you've got your feminine, you have your masculine, your yin and your yang, your yang and your yin. And do you see how the stick is more of phallic structure, and then the pentacle is rounded? So you have this beautiful balance. So you want to be aware and you want to be responsible, but maybe it's time to just let loose and have a little fun in your endeavor with the path that you have chosen, and really allow it to make you shine and tap into those places that maybe you were taking too seriously, or other people viewed you as more serious, and maybe it's time to kind of just let that facade melt away and just be more joyful, and really appreciative, showing gratitude, practicing gratitude, and enjoying the gifts, the bounty that is about to come your way. But it's what you choose to do with it, right? Don't let it go to waste. Take that creativity, the spark, the desire, the passion, the windfall, if you're lucky in that sense to get money coming in, a substantial amount, hey, that never hurts. Take those gifts, take the capabilities that are within you and your power, and make magic with them. Make magic. Thanks, guys, for watching. If this resonates, let me know, and I'll see you all next time.